Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews. I watched one movie, Star Wars The Force Awakens, in 3 separate formats, and I just want to give my opinion about which of the 3 is the better format to watch some kind of big blockbuster movie on, or really any film. So let's talk about the first one. The first one's Carmike Big D. It's got a funny name, but the Big D experience is this huge screen, these nice high back leather chairs, and like a huge theater. And they put these things kind of on the outskirts of bigger cities. And the other one I went to watch was IMAX Dome experience. This is at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. Basically, you sit in there, you look up, and it's a 180-degree like dome kind of experience, and you're pretty close to it. It's IMAX projector. You're fairly close to the screen, and it wraps all the way around you, almost beyond your peripherals. Pretty close to right within your peripheral vision there. And then third was just your standard IMAX basic screen, which is slightly curved and larger than a regular, but it is IMAX projector. So I'll rank these probably the third to first favorite kind of thing. So my number 3 pick, which is the worst of the 3, has to be the IMAX Dome experience. And what you get with this is, if something's shot 100% in IMAX, now that's something like a space film that you would expect, like a documentary, that would probably be okay. But whenever you're messing with something that's mixed, half shot in IMAX and stuff like that, you get sections at the top that's missing from the bow of the screen, and sometimes it'll fill in with the IMAX shots for whatever reason, and the screen actually bows with that dome. It curves a lot. You lose all your straight lines, like the opening scene where the ship's coming in real slow. It's like a big curve to it. It looks really goofy, and then you're watching like a third of the film, like, because the rest is kind of blurry. It's in your peripheral. Like, what you can see is the middle third, and then the rest is just kind of like a blur. So if you're messing with something that's perfectly framed and centered, you see it. But if you've got 2 separate people on each side of the screen, you can't see both, period. You can't. And then plus you're cropped in on the IMAX, and so you're missing the IMAX experience almost, with the clarity and the brightness, the high definition of the IMAX projectors. You're kind of missing that because you're kind of cropped into a third of that screen. So that's my worst experience. The Big D is second because it is better than a standard format screen. It's big, it's tall, it's super big screen, it's slightly curved, but it's still messing with the same type of projector as your basic theater. So you lose the brightness, the definition that IMAX gives, and it's just your standard grainy definition theater screen, which is beginning to be kind of subpar because you're getting a really good experience at home nowadays with HD. So IMAX really does stand out, and it's worth it for that reason. But so that's my number 2. Number 1, of course, is the IMAX standard screen experience. You get the brightness, you get a lot of detail in the film. I was able to see more things within Star Wars The Force Awakens on the standard IMAX type screens because of that brightness that it gives you and that definition. You're able to see everything on the screen with perfect clarity. It's like watching, like a 4K film at home or something like that. I mean, or at least a full 1080p movie at home on a high-end TV is what it feels like. My number 1 pick would have to be go to a basic IMAX screen, where you're sitting down and you're seeing a screen in front of you. Don't do the domed, in my opinion. And if you're kind of on the outskirts of a big town, the Big D is worth going to see. But the best absolute possible thing that you could watch right now is the IMAX with your basic screen in front of you. So that's been my pick for the best thing to go see some big budget film. So I hope you get something out of this and know that it's worth the extra money to go see it in IMAX. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later.